Giveaway! What's going on, guys? HybridHero here. I know a lot of you are enjoying Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and I know a lot of you have been asking for my own opinion on the games and what I think of them, but I thought it was too boring just to give you my opinion. So what did I do? I brought 3 of my friends over, and we're gonna talk about our thoughts, opinions, and review of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl all together. First and foremost, we got the OG podcast host, Mr. Austin from the ResortOriginals.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Austin of, oh my god, I was going to say The Poker Resort. We are going way old school for that. But yeah, good to be here.
I was going to introduce you as that too, to be honest. I keep thinking that whenever I think about you, but I know it's changed.
Yeah.
Then, of course, we got Mr. $500,000, MysticUmbreon.
What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are all having a great day.
And then we got the guy who's way past his bedtime. It's, was it 1 o'clock in the UK?
It's
POKETUBERS.
What's happening, guys? Thank you so much for having me, bro.
So, I think the first and foremost thing I should be asking you guys, before we get into all the meat and potatoes of things, happy Thanksgiving, by the way, to anyone that's celebrating out there. Before we get into the real meat and potatoes of the conversation, I wanted to ask you guys, what did you guys think about the games before? Before they came out and before you got to play them? And how do you feel about them now? This is obviously a basic question, if we can all spend like 2 minutes on it. But Austin, you want to go first?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, and first of all, thank you for having me on here. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, I went into the game expecting my experience to be very, very similar to what I experienced 15 years ago when the games first came out. And I feel like that became the reality with a couple new enhancements that I appreciate in the game, where there are things that I wish they could have done more to push more towards the platinum route, not necessarily a story, but just more of quality enhancements to the game. But overall, I would say I have spent more of my time playing in the Grand Underground than the actual story of the game. So I feel like that's enough of an impact for me to say I genuinely enjoyed that part of the game. So I would say like my expectations went in kind of moderate, and I feel like they came out just above moderate, where it wasn't the game-breaking insane game that like I got out of it, but I will happily say I had a good time playing.
Great. All right. Okay. You might have the lowest opinion of all of us, but that's not an issue by any means. Mystic, how do you feel?
So, I played Diamond and Pearl the first day it came out back in, I think it was April 22nd, 2007. I remember bringing my game to my class, and I'd play it underneath the desk so the teacher wouldn't be able to catch me. I did this in junior high. And then playing the new games literally felt the same exact way as that. Prior to going in, though, I wasn't really sold on the chibi art style. It was kind of just... it was just different than like what I was expecting. I'm like, because I was expecting, something like how, well, maybe with like Sword and Shield, like style of like graphics, just not like the chibi stuff. Like I was expecting like something like, full 3D, because Cine Remix, had been hyped up for a long time and everybody wanted it. That was all everyone was talking about, for just like the past, God knows how many years. But I was expecting like to be like that, but then the chibi style, like I really wasn't into it. But then like the more that I played it, I started to appreciate the nostalgia ride again. I definitely will say that there are a couple things that I don't really particularly like what they did, but I can always say that for later on.
Cool.
Or not, it was just a chibi art style, and then I eventually just got into it, and I'm usually just anytime I play a Pokemon game, I usually have fun with it. So.
I don't think the chibi art style was just you, though, right? I think everybody was just like...
I think everyone was the same exact way, but, I was open to it. Let's see what they got to do. And
hey, now, I called it. I blame myself. You can all blame me for calling that it would happen because I enjoyed the Legend of Zelda art style. The
Link's
Awakening. I did enjoy it, too.
So
I did enjoy that, too, yeah.
And then I tweeted like, man, imagine if a Pokemon game was in the style of Link's Awakening. That'd be amazing. And then literally a year later, I'm like, oh my god, look what I've done.
It happened.
You called it.
I underestimated it, and it was really sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Raph, what about you?
So when we got the announcement back in February that we were getting the remakes, I was thrilled. And then
Because
when I
it's your
saw
favorite Diamond player. Just to go on record for everyone, Diamond and Pearl is Ralph's favorite game. Not Platinum. Diamond and Pearl.
There's a definite reason
Wow.
for that. I've got, you know what? This going to be a very, very shameless plug at the moment, but I'm releasing my
Go for it.
BDSP team video tomorrow, so
Fun.
everything will be explained in that. But yeah, when I saw the graphics at first, I was thinking, you know what? I don't mind the chibi art style, but I can see for the way that they've done like the overworld, the shading, it was a bit rough on the edges. But then as time went by, when we saw more trailers, and then when I got the game eventually, I was like, you know what? I actually really dig this style of the game, and I really enjoyed it as well. Just to touch on what Mystic and Resort was saying about, you know, maybe some small elements about Platinum content could have been maybe just a little bonus for us all, especially seeing as they are the remakes of those games from prior. But excuse me, it was it was a very enjoyable experience. I finished my story yesterday, and I had a really good time playing these games again. But we'll dive into that as we go through the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think like I was the same boat, right? When the chibi art style was announced and when we seen the lighting and everything, the games did not look good whatsoever when they were first revealed.
Yeah.
And of course, like everyone knows, in the little bottom there, it said game footage not final, and no one believed that. But as they kept releasing more and more trailers, I started to get more and more excited for the games. And I will say, these have been my favorite Pokemon games since Black 2 and White 2. Well, Sun and Moon's up there for me. I know Mystic's going to disagree with that. But
Sun and Moon actually is not as bad as Sword and Shield, so Sun and Moon's got a good story.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's exactly why I like Sun and Moon, right? Brilliant Diamond and
Exactly.
Shining Pearl doesn't have a great story per se,
No.
but it's still very fun. And I think
Yeah.
X and Y, Sword and Shield have not done that for me. Even Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire did not do it for me. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl has really blown it out of the park, and especially with the Grand Underground, as you're saying, Austin. That thing,
Yeah.
I think everyone's put hours and hours into
Yeah,
that.
Dude, it's
man.
addicting.
Yeah.
I haven't even
Mike,
beaten the game yet because I've been spending the Grand Underground and just doing contests.
I could have completed the game much sooner, but like you guys said, I've been in there for hours, and it's just been so fun to play.
Have you guys gone online with other people underground?
Not yet, no.
No, but I want
no.
to.
That's
Yeah,
the thing,
that's
right?
gonna be interesting.
None of us have done this yet, and we're still enjoying the underground solo. Like, imagine when, like, I don't know. I'm thinking, man, like, we can have like big lobbies in underground and just do a
Yeah,
bunch
that
of
sounds so
fun
chill.
things with subscribers and
That
stuff,
sounds
or
so
just
chill.
with us.
Well, there's a
But-
lot of potential with it because you can treat it like how raids were in Pokemon Sword and Shield, where you can add whatever you want to the underground. So there could be a month event where you have this Pokemon is appearing more often, or
that'd be
this
so
item is
cool.
more
Yeah.
easily to be found. So there's a lot of opportunity with that aspect of the game.
Yeah. And even, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but like, Hoodlum Callum, he actually completed the Sinnoh Pokedex before Volkner. And because of that, he had all the post-game content in the underground available to him before Volkner. So this guy went ahead and caught like a
Crazy.
Totodile, and he caught like everything,
Crazy. My
and
goodness.
stacked it up on
Wow.
his team. And he went ahead and fought the Pokemon League that way. So Mystic, I know you're only at Candace so far, but once you beat the once you get the national decks, basically, pretty much like everything you could hope for in the underground is in the underground. You can catch whatever you want.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So like I
can
was
get my Chikorita.
100%.
Sick.
Yeah, you can.
Alright.
You can do it right now if you call up Raph. What game are you playing? Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl?
Giant Pearl.
Oh yeah, brilliant.
Then-
Diamond, yeah.
No. But Raph can get you with the extra Dialga, right, Raph?
Yeah, of course, man. I've got you covered.
All right.
Oh,
Big-
what do you have? Did you abuse that glitch?
Ooh,
So
I don't know
let-
if-
no,
We'll save
look,
it
Oh
for later.
boy, I want to hear about this. Oh
No,
my
we
God.
can talk about we can talk about it now. So I think
All right.
one of the topics I wanted to touch upon is like the replay value of these games and how you guys think these games are going to be long term, right? Because one thing is, as we spoke about earlier, there is the Unity engine, but the other thing is this game already has like a good fan following and there's already a lot of like buzz around it. Not because the games are anything too special. I think we can all agree for the most part it's just it's too faithful of a Diamond and Pearl remake, whereas there's not much new content. But what is new is the tremendous amount of glitches in the game, causing this to be crazier than Red and Blue ever was. So, Austin, how much do you know about the glitches?
I've followed a decent amount of it. I feel like on Twitch, where what I think was crazy was I think like the Darkrai glitch that was available in Diamond and Pearl, you're able to do the exact same glitch in the remakes.
No, Mystic, this isn't anything crazy. If you're getting excited for this,
like
so
they are very faithful.
You ain't lying, man. They are faithful.
It's really incredible with how that has happened basically, and I think that just really gives an opportunity for the longevity of the games as far as outside of playing just the playthrough.
Right. Have you experimented with any of the glitches yourself?
I have not, because I was worried about any kind of game-breaking bugs. That was like the biggest thing that I wanted to be careful of, because I still have not beaten the game yet. I've spent way too much time underground, but I will finish it eventually. But yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is like, I feel like it can all go away though in one patch. That's the one thing that couldn't have happened before with Diamond and Pearl, where this time around, like, oh, so there's this wrong with the game, there's this wrong, and I'm pretty sure that's all it really takes is just an update. Just people just have to not update the game when I ask them to do so.
But I don't think they will patch it. You like, I hope
you don't
they
think
don't,
so?
because they might patch a little bit here and there. But Raf and I were speaking about this just so everyone knows where the stands is. Raf and I know about pretty much all the glitches in the game. Austin seems to know a bit. Mystic doesn't know anything. So that's where, for the viewers at home, that's where this conversation is. But what Raf and I saw someone beat this game in 50 minutes. Okay, so with all the glitches being abused, we saw someone speed run through the game from
insane.
Start to finish, beat the game in 15 minutes, and because of the speedrunning community involved, like this game is like generating so much buzz because of how fast you can speedrun and all the discoverability and everything to it. I don't know if they want to
speedrunning purposes. Oh well, that makes sense.
I'm sorry?
It says it's for speedrunning purposes. That makes sense.
I don't think the glitches were intentional.
Oh yeah,
I really
know,
don't.
But I mean, like with these glitches though, like the amount of hype is like speedruns are involved. Okay, now I get what you're saying. Okay, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
because I want to see more about that.
Literally, the way it was going was Raf and I were following it. It went from, I think someone beat the game in like 8 hours or something, and then it dropped to 6, and then it's suddenly soon after someone found this menu glitch where you can basically skip every single tutorial and no NPC will interrupt you because they think you're in a tutorial, and they literally beat the game in 50 minutes.
You get no encounters,
wait,
no
50
nothing.
or 15?
You're just gliding through.
5-0.
5-0, wow. That's insane.
Yeah. Raf, you were going to say?
No, I was just saying, like, with that glitch, like, you get no encounters, no NPC battles, no interactions. Like, you know how you've got, like, the standard encounters, like, let's say, for example, when you meet Dawn and Barry for battles, you skip all of that, and you can just fly through the game. You just go through the caves, go through the towns.
But don't you still have to beat the champion?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I think there's some things... Well, actually, wait.
Go for it, Raf. I'm gonna let you take the floor. You go ham.
I'll be up front. You don't even have to defeat the champion because there's a glitch that allows you to get into Cynthia's room, and you can just walk past her. You can just go on the elevator, and that's it. So you can.
Do you have the link?
The game.
I want them to see this.
I'll
Do you
try
have the
and
link?
find it, but
oh my god,
it's that menu glitch. So there's a glitch that you can activate that allows you to have the in-game menu. And depending on the button selection and how you move, that will allow you to bypass these obstacles. So when you have that glitch activated, you can actually use that in Cynthia's room. You can walk around Cynthia's room. There's even a couple of glitch tiles that you can go into as well. And then you can just go. If you don't talk to her, then that's it. You just go on the elevator.
Hall of Fame, baby.
So is this about like the surfing glitch that you can do at like The first lady for members name.
That's in there as well. That's a different breed of a glitch in this game.
Bro, Mystic,
Oh.
they've already got Shaman, man.
Yeah,
Everyone's
I
got
got
Shaman.
Shaman.
The
Oh,
surf
you know what? I need to figure out
Barrel
how to do
is a
that.
clutch now.
Oh yeah,
From
absolutely.
Patron Slave to like the clutch.
Shaman's one of my
Pokemon.
favorite
Okay.
mythicals, dude. You know what? Dang, I want to do that glitch. That sounds like fun.
It's
You don't
crazy.
even, bro, you don't even need to find a tutorial. You have Glitch Master Raf in the house. My guy, tell him what you've been up to. Tell him what you've been
Oh,
cooking
dude,
in the
I
lab.
can't wait for more and more, dude. We're gonna hop
Let's
in call
let's
all
go to
day.
something that's a little bit more fun to begin with. So recently we discovered a glitch that allows you to clone things.
Oh, shut up! You
so-
serious? Yes.
Better than red and
Yes,
blue,
I'm
better
so
than gold and
This
silver.
is a
Oh,
different
dude.
breed. And I was just speaking to
Oh,
Hybrid
man.
just before this as well, and my mind was just blown about what I just found out as well. So
Take it one by one. Tell
Yeah,
him how we
we'll-
found out about the cloning glitch first, and then we'll proceed.
So there was a video on Twitter that was going around about how if you go into Celestian Town in the daycare center, what you can do is, depending on how you do the selection of your boxes and a couple of switcheroos, like when you swap some of the boxes,
Yeah.
you can have a glitched Pokemon in your party that's at level 99. It's not like a missing or anything, but it's just like a
Okay.
glitched sprite. And then what happens is that you have to sacrifice one Pokemon to activate this glitch. So essentially a soul for a soul. So if you have any Bidoofs, just drop them in. Put that in there, and then
Oh.
it disappears. And then the next thing you know, you can actually start to clone whatever Pokemon you want. So I recently managed to clone like 4 Pokeas because Hybrid needed a Pokea and a couple of other friends needed some Pokeas. And on top of that, whatever item you leave the Pokemon with, that gets cloned as well. So I've already stacked up like a good 10 Master Balls, a couple 10 rare candies as well. But then the next day, I found out that you can do it with 3 Pokemon at the same time now. So you're going to be multiplying by 3. And then just
all in one
recently-
shot. This isn't
Yeah,
like
all
you
in one
literally
go.
at one. It takes 5 seconds too.
Exactly, and it's like I've done a couple of tests as well to see if it does any game breaking stuff, and there was one incident where a friend basically had their game freeze and the music was still
Oh my
playing, but they
God,
just
dude,
couldn't
that's-
move. But they obviously closed the software, restarted again, and then they just carried on as normal. They were just breezing through it. And then just recently, just before this call, I found out now that you can do it with 5
Dude, that's
What?
insane.
at the same
Oh
time.
my
So
God.
it's in the chat. The link I sent is
that
that you
the,
can
uh,
Absolutely ridiculous. Like,
Oh man.
you can clone 6 items at a time. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, like
wow.
wait. Are
And
you
then-
kidding
and
me?
it's-
Wait.
you know
So
what?
do
It's
you
not
have
even-
a Raph? Do you have a Razor Claw?
I've got a Razor Claw, yeah. You want me to clone you one?
I love that, dude. I need to evolve my Sneasel into Weavile. I do not feel like waiting until
You know what?
post-
Just
till
give me a whole list. Just give me a bucket list, and I'm just gonna give it all done.
The man's already on ability capsules. Austin, if you need anything, he's your man.
Oh, I still need to get an ability.
We need to
capsule,
get
but yeah,
into
definitely.
competitive this gym. What's
Oh, and you know what?
Smogon,
Everyone's doing.
is that
I've
good?
got
Because
a
it's Gen
Destiny
4.
one. Yeah. I've got a Destiny out if anyone needs it.
Dude,
Everyone was
'cause,
going
like,
on today about like the
Yeah.
Dusk Stone as well. Oh, I need a Dusk Stone. I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
I just found one for my
in the
Mischievous.
warehouse. Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the warehouse. I found it actually in the
Mm.
underground. Actually, some swampy area.
Yeah.
Austin, you didn't know about these glitches, did you?
Oh, dude, that's so
I didn't know about the glitch as far as like where you could go all the way up to like virtually your entire team. I mean, that's just absolutely insane. I saw about the first one. I don't know. I follow way too many sources on Twitter where it's just like it's addicting to see like, man, it's just the craziness what you could actually do with this game as far as glitches. Because I mean, it's like parallel to see like this amount of glitches in one single game. Like I'm just trying to think
Right.
of games in general, how much you really can like dive into like the errors that was produced by the game devs. And I just don't know if there's ever been this kind of like mistakes or errors done by a company for a game at this like size.
Right. I think Red and Blue is the only comparison we have.
Yeah.
But Red and Blue is obviously a Game Boy
Yeah,
game.
definitely.
yeah,
and-
and it was the first game I ever made, so it's just like
Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
Sword and Shield was more of like an exploit sort of thing rather than proper full-on glitches. But
yeah.
I can't really recall another game that has gone to this degree of craziness.
Now,
And-
does this ruin Ilka's chance of making another Pokemon game?
No, bro. Ilka has been on point. Not only did they bring in the right glitches into this game, right? The post-game rematches are
Oh, wow.
insane. Have you guys seen the post-game rematches?
I've heard they're absolutely like they're very, very difficult, but I have not done them yet, so I don't know the specifics.
Mystic, and you don't know about them either, right?
Not particularly, no.
Okay, let me say it like this. Once you beat the main game, you have the option to face all the gym leaders, Elite Four members, and Champion again. And Cynthia's already a threat in the main game. Raph will tell you, I will tell you, anyone will tell you that's fodder. That like she's fully in main game. Cynthia's fully EV trained and IV trained, and like
What? She's EV trained and IV trained
What?
She's crazy. She's absolutely crazy.
in the main story.
in the main story, bro.
What?
And all of her
Holy
Pokemon
shit.
have items. All of her
my God.
all of her Pokemon have items. They have competitive they have competitive items, competitive abilities, and her Garchomp specifically is programmed to use Swords Dance so that whenever you switch out or whenever you heal, she'll use Swords Dance.
Wait, it's
Swords
programmed
Dance.
like that?
Yeah.
And Swords Dance and
Oh
Dragon
my
Claw.
God.
And
I
that's
mean,
it.
like,
You're
I
just-
can beat the game, but like now I'm like, okay, well, like, am I EV training early? Like, what am I doing?
No, I think for main game Cynthia, you're fine, right? But if you the way I played personally was I was trying to use no items, and I was trying to play on set when beating Cynthia. I
Yeah.
lost like 8 times, and I
Oh
only
my Lord.
I only beat her because I got a lucky freeze with my Ice Fang with my Gyarados on the guard shop.
Wait, is this during main game, Cynthia?
I'm talking main game right now. Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah, and
You know,
then
I
That's
kind of like that, where I think I feel like it should be a difficult thing where, like, not everyone could say they beat the champion, because that's the most difficult part of the
I
game.
can
So
agree
think of
with you on that.
yourself
dude, yeah,
at, like,
that's
7 or 8 years old,
nice.
like, yeah, I just can't beat him.
No, you're right. I agree. Like even like playing these games like 15 years later, it was definitely
Yeah.
a challenge. Like
Yeah.
it took me. Don't get me wrong. Like it took me my second attempt to beat her, but the first time I was taking her on, and even the second time as well. Like the AI is just a different breed in this game. Like her Milotic, honest to God, I don't think I've ever seen such a Pokemon that is so
Fast.
broken and
Yeah.
like it's crazy. Like,
she literally took one in Wallace's Ace and made her own Pokemon and used it better than both of them. It was
And-
insane.
and the switching as well.
Yeah.
Like I had an Electivire on my team, and I'm getting ready to use like Thunderbolt. She switches out into Gastrodon like it's no problem.
Oh
like,
my
ticks
God,
out.
dude,
It's just
like,
crazy.
The
honestly.
predictions and everything,
Proper
dude. That freaking
predictions.
NPC can piss me. Oh my God.
It's a different.
Oh
breed,
my God, dude,
honestly.
that's insane.
And that's main story. We haven't even gotten to post game. All 8 gym leaders, Elite Four members, and Champion are fully EV trained, IV trained. They have competitive moves and abilities. You guys want me to? Which one do you want? Let's not spoil everything, but give me a leader. I'll tell you their team.
Give me Fantina.
Fantina has Frostlass, Driftblim, Dusknor, Gengar. This is off the top of my head. Bayonet. Dang, I forgot what her last Pokemon was.
Yeah, I'm so
But-
stoked for this post game now.
and she's got Flare Boost, Flame Orb, Driftblim as her
Oh
lead.
wow.
so,
So they're actually trying to get us to like breed competitive mons like for the post game.
I mean, you gotta do something, right? If you
Dude,
play like me,
I love that. That's great. I'm
Yeah.
stoked.
Austin, like you were saying, like it sounds like they don't want everyone to win.
Dude, and you know what? I love that. That's great. That's what they should have done in the first place. I
Right.
love
It's
it.
a good
Yeah.
challenge. It's a good challenge.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
Because that's technically supposed to be like that is supposed to be the most difficult part of the game, and I think it would be important, especially for like a younger audience that doesn't know the ins and
Yeah.
outs of Pokemon like we do. Like, you're the cool kid in school saying that, like, I beat Cynthia. Like, oh, how did you beat Cynthia?
that
Where
is
I just
so
can't
true.
imagine that kind of conversation.
Yeah.
Where everyone does the exact same thing. We all have different experiences playing the game as far as how we did it, but as far as the end game, everyone has the same story as far as accomplishments, Pokemon caught, and all that. But imagine having the champion so difficult. Not everybody can say that. I think that's a really good feature where you know that that's there. It's not like it's some hidden thing. It's just, this is just very, very difficult, and some people could just maybe not be able to beat them, or they need to learn more about competitive, which may be exposed them to a new part of the game they never really knew about.
You guys all got traumatized with Cynthia back in the day, right? All three.
Oh
of you?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Crazy. Like, and there's
All the
even
6
people
picks
now
are
that are
true.
still struggling taking on Cynthia for like the first proper time because they've like maxed out their levels to like over level 75.
So
and
did
they're
you
still
guys
struggling?
EV train, like a EV train for Cynthia, or did you guys just do regular?
No.
I just done
Main
normal story
story.
stuff. Yeah.
Like I said, main story. I got lucky with the Ice Fang. If I didn't have either, you have two options, right? Either you over level or you had to come really prepared. I think Raf was really on par with his levels, if
Yeah.
not better, right?
I think I was.
You
my
had a team
highest
full of
level-
60s, bro. That's all I know. I did not
My
have
highest
that.
was 67, which was my Torterra. Yeah, I think it
That's
was
higher than her,
67.
right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
her Garchomp was 66. I think.
66.
So you had the Sinnoh powerhouses.
Yeah, but it was still a challenge. Like
Sure,
honestly,
yeah.
like the move coverages, like the abilities and everything.
I love
Oh
that,
my
dude.
God,
That's so awesome.
the
Cynthia,
fucking
Did-
I'm ready, dude.
full restores
Can't
everything. Oh my
wait.
God, man.
I'm
Did we
excited,
mention
dude.
why Milotic's so tanky?
Was
Say
it
that again?
calm nature, 252 EVs and special
Oh,
defense?
No, Mystic, bro. She runs Flame Orb, Marvel Scale.
yeah.
Oh,
she's got
dude,
a
that's
flame
even
over that.
worse.
Wow.
God, dude, she's fierce.
Yeah,
Wow.
man. It's
Oh,
crazy. And like I'm telling you,
Yeah.
like, the one thing I really like about the rematches is like people were complaining about the EXP share, myself included, in the main game. And I do think it's a little too much, right? Because I skipped half the trainers in the game. But I feel as if the EXP share is validated because of Cynthia and also because of the post-game rematches. Because the levels that the post-game rematches are on is crazy, right? Like Cynthia's highest in the post-game in the second rematch is 88. She's actually stronger than Red overall.
I'm scared, man.
88?
I don't
Wow.
even know if I'm going to be able to take her on for the second time or third time. I'm just too
I'll
scared.
build up a competitive team and I'll just grind out for a little while.
Yeah, no, and it's definitely crazy. And I think the one thing they did really well, Ilka did really well here, is it seems as if they made the main game suitable for anybody, and then the post game is for like the more competitive hardcore fans.
Literally the perfect sense of how to do it. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
That's how it should be. I 100% agree with it. That the fact that they did this actually impresses me a little bit, and I'm actually very happy to hear that.
Yeah.
I would
think
say
that's
the
going to
one
be
thing
one of
they
the.
could.
Yeah.
Go
Go ahead, Austin.
No, after
Oh.
you.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, where I think that they can learn a lot from this if they do get another opportunity to play the game, where
Yeah.
you could not only like continue what they did for the post game as far as the gym leaders and Elite Four and Champion go, but maybe add that even to the gyms where the difficulty of the puzzle is a lot harder. Like, imagine going through what's the one gym that you have to do a math equation and all of a sudden they just throw geometry at you out of nowhere and you actually
Harho?
have to open like a book.
No.
No, I think that's Fantina.
You're talking about Unova, right? Nuvema Town, right? No. That's the first. It's Lenora's gym.
Oh,
Is
Nakreen.
that it?
Yes. Is that what you're talking?
Yeah,
no, it's in
Nakreen
Eternity
City.
City. Like, you have to keep going up higher in the elevator.
You just said Lenora's gym. I'm like, you're talking about Unova, or you talking about Sinnoh?
No, this isn't Sinnoh.
Oh yeah,
I thought
Eternity,
thought you were making a reference to us.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was
like,
like, Nakreen City. I go, that's Lenora's gym.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's why I just meant where it's just
Yeah,
like
she's great.
like enhancing the difficulty of the puzzle that's within the gym. Because I mean, there's so many things. Like think with Candace's gym. I mean, you can make that more difficult.
See her. Like the trainers, like in Gardenia's gym, I could barely like see them like hiding like behind the trees. I'm like, dude, like where'd you guys go?
Yeah, that was actually kind of good. Like as
Yeah.
far as like working that out, I mean, I kind of gave props. Like,
I
all
can't
right,
wait to
not
play
bad.
through Diamond again for my second playthrough. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
I like you're talking about the gym puzzle. I missed the Hard Home Platinum puzzle, man. It was a really good puzzle. The one with
Yeah. I had the platinum puzzle too.
Yeah. No, gym puzzles could be better. You're right.
Yeah.
You guys know about the soft lock in Snowpoint?
I heard about it.
Yes,
One of my,
I've seen it.
Members actually told me about it.
Yeah, so essentially you can get stuck. You know where you go down and you're supposed to if you knock out all where there's the 9 snowballs, if you knock out the middle ones, you can just get stuck there. But they recently discovered like I don't know if this is new, correct me if I'm wrong. If you press X, B, and up on the D-pad on the title screen of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, you can restore backup save data. The not the previous save, but the save before that, you can restore it.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
a
I don't think
great
many people know
foolproof plan.
Yeah. So people were talking about getting soft
yeah.
locked and everything, but then this was there.
Wow.
I don't know if it was. This wasn't there in the previous games, right? I'm not wrong.
I don't
I
think
didn't-
they were.
I don't
can't remember
recall.
if
I've
it
never
was.
heard of that.
Yeah. So it's there now. So I mean, like they got they got. I feel like Ilka did these games right. To be real with you, like
Yeah.
I don't. People are talking about how like,
Maybe these
it's,
glitches were on purpose. I mean, I don't know.
Faithful remakes, faithful remakes. They got,
I mean, like you're not
through the
wrong,
glitches and
dude.
everything.
Like I ain't arguing with that statement.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny as well because like even when there was like the soft lock in Candice's gym, there's even like a trick that you can do to skip the whole puzzle entirely and all the trainers.
Oh yeah.
That
Sorry,
is just-
continue.
No, I was
Yeah.
just gonna say like you can. I think it's when you enter the gym, it's like the tile to the left, and if you go at a certain speed when you're walking down, you can literally skip every snowball, and then you just gotta
Dude,
How
that
can I
is so
say?
funny. That is
you
so
gotta like
crazy.
judder
What the
yourself
heck?
in on an angle, and then you can just take on.
Have you seen this one, Mystic?
I have not seen the glitch. No. If you're
I
asking,
don't even know if this is a. Is it a glitch? It might be. I
I
don't know.
think
but
it's
like,
more of just. I think it's just more of a technique, really, because
Yeah.
you're just sliding down and you're just skipping all the snowballs. I mean, if it was going through like the snowballs entirely, like through the
okay,
tiles
I
and
see what
everything,
you're
that's
saying
probably
now. Okay.
yeah.
So just like a certain like frame, like you
Yeah,
you
it's-
have to
yeah.
hit. Is that more? Okay, yeah. That's
And
what
you
the
just
glitch
go
is.
up to Candace. Like you just go up that
That's funny
slope
as heck.
and
Oh
you're
my
at
God.
Candace.
Yeah, it just
yeah.
sounds like a shortcut than anything else.
Dude, I've
Yeah,
gotta check
that's
that
it.
out.
Essentially, it's a big
That
shortcut.
sounds like so much fun just to manipulate.
Yeah, there's been so many crazy things, but
I've heard. Oh man.
yeah, man, you need to. We'll send you all the videos and stuff
Oh, I
afterwards. You'll
can't
be
wait to see
you're
it,
gonna be
dude. That's
mind blown.
great. Oh yeah.
But speaking of the games being faithful, do you guys feel as if these games have been too faithful? And regardless of whether it's yes or no, what's one thing you wish these games added? Austin, I'll let you go again first.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, so the biggest thing that I noticed right off the bat was the Pokemon selection, not only in the wild, but opponent trainers, where I felt like it got very repetitive. And that was one thing that I think was a common complaint from the originals and was significantly enhanced in Platinum, where they added a wider Pokedex and you weren't going against a freaking Wurmple and Dustox against every Team Galactic member through the first like 5 gym badges, and Bidoof wasn't on every single route imaginable throughout the entire game. And I think that was just the most frustrating thing, because I think the great thing about Pokemon is the variety and the way that you can create and manipulate your team as you go further into the game. But I felt like there was just so much repetition. It started to really bug me, where it just didn't feel like I was in that big of a world as what it really is. And that was probably my biggest complaint, just seeing the same things over and over again when we at the time had a Pokedex of whatever, like 400, almost 500 Pokemon. And the fact that
Yeah.
I was seeing the same ones repeatedly was part of the reason why I spent so much time underground, because it felt like such a nice refreshment where I'm seeing all these unique Pokemon for the first time, that I was much more intrigued in trying to catch those than anything the main game actually had to offer me.
Right. You know, it's funny you bring that up, because JPR was also complaining about the Wurmple, Dustox, and stuff. He literally said, if I see another goddamn Wurmple in this game, I'm gonna flip. And then we were like,
because I like Wurmple.
oh, I think you're one of the only few, bro.
No,
even
yeah, I thought because I actually think Wurmple's adorable because I like Dustox.
Which
Okay.
makes more sense, because if there's this thing that's adorable, why does an evil organization have that thing on freaking repeat?
Yeah,
That
Like,
is
that's
so
what I'm
true.
how are you
saying,
taking over the world with a Wurmple? How is that not
Remix,
a meme yet?
man.
We're gonna use
Remix,
cuteness
man,
to
I'm
destroy
telling
the
you.
world.
there was one guy, I swear to God, I forgot what it was. One Galactic Grunt member, he had one Pokemon, and he was either a Silcoon or a Cascoon. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
Oh,
Oh,
my
I think
that's
that was
fair.
that was in a double battle. There was one. I think it was a male grunt that actually had a Silcoon. Yeah, I think you're right. Like,
Yeah,
how-
I don't know. This is one Pokemon. I'm like, what are you doing? I understand your point, Austin. I remember people are I remember Zach was telling me like he really wanted Platinum Remix for this very reason, and I'm like, I thought Down and Pro Remix were fine because we have Pokemon the Underground, but the repetitiveness of all the trainers, it did get pretty stale pretty quick.
Yes, and I want to add one more to my complaints, but once again I did really enjoy this game. But my last one was something that everyone else also complained about, is the fact that all of these evolution Pokemon that you wanted, you can't even get in the main
Oh, yes.
playthrough.
That's
I just want an Eevee to use the new Glaceon at the time, and you're
Yeah.
telling me I can't even use it?
Yeah.
Like, I was
That's
just so
the worst.
annoyed with like the gold Pokemon that I wanted to have throughout my whole playthrough, and it's literally impossible unless if you do it through a trade with someone else who has completed the game. Like, all these great Pokemon I can't use them. Like, that was my last big gripe with what was faithful.
That's okay. Yeah, no, that's fair. You know what? I had a Mystic. I know you know about this. I had a video made before the games came out talking about 10 Pokemon you should use, and I mentioned Glaceon, Leafeon, Yanmega, and all these other Pokemon on this list. I was like, God dang it. Mystic, you're so lucky you waited till afterwards, because your list actually makes sense. Mine didn't make sense at all, because all the platinum ones weren't there, bro.
Hey, no,
So,
dude, you're fine. We had I did like a pre-planned team like maybe like 3 weeks ago, and we were intending like for a lot of the platinum mons to be back before we knew about the release of the decks. So I made like
Yeah.
a pre-team, and then like I made my final one like for this weekend. So
Yeah.
I have Brilliant Diamond going up this weekend,
Cool.
and
Cool.
because I had Shining Pearl first.
Right. I saw you got Miss Magius on there. I'm proud.
Oh, Miss Magius is one of my favorite ghost Pokemon of all time.
Yeah, it's up there for me too. Sorry?
Sorry, good.
Yeah, what's one complaint you had, and one thing you would want to add?
The same exact thing, honestly. What Austin was saying was about the lack of evolution Pokemon in the game. Like me, like I love Umbreon. I can't use my Umbreon during my playthrough. I want to use a Chikorita. I can't use that. It's like, what's going on here? Or no, another one too. Gliscor. Oh God, I wanted my Gligar. I wanted a Gliscor. I'm like, what's this? Weavile. Oh, I can't get that until Elite Four. Stuck with Sneasel.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gliscor's even worse because it's
Dude, I know.
time
And then
exclusive.
it's just like you can't even. And it's like you can't even get like the item to. Was it Razor Claw?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fang.
Fang.
Razor
Razor
Fang,
Fang. Yeah.
yeah.
So we can't even get the Razor Fang until like Battle Tower. I'm like, what the hell's this?
But you guys know, right? They made Teddy Ursa and Ursaring, and Gligar and Gliscor counterparts to each other. So Teddy Ursa and Ursaring.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a really weird move. I don't know why anyone thought making Gligar and Gliscor version exclusive was smart in any way, shape, or form.
Dude, I don't know. I had to hit my buddy. I had to hit my buddy for his diamond copy, and then it turns out like he doesn't have the moves I want. And then I'm like, I have to wait till this long to get it. And then I'm just like, never mind. I'll just use Sneasel instead. Then I'm like, oh no. I knew Sneasel was going to be I knew it was going to be for Victory Road, because you can't get the Razor Fang until the Victory Road.
Don't worry, you got Glitch Master Raf in the house,
or Raf.
bro.
I'm so happy because like I want one so bad. I'm just like, dude, like,
I
want my Weavile before I go to the four.
That's fine.
Yeah.
What's one complaint you got, Raf? One thing you would like to add into the games?
You know what? I'm actually very disappointed with the character customization. Now, when we got introduced to say, oh, we can customize our character, like, excuse me, there's only like what 8 outfits that we can have, and some of them cost a lot of money. Like,
yeah, 120,000 for Dawn's like rocker, like dude, like that costume is sick.
Like, they were bringing out obviously these distribution events where you can get the platinum outfit, you can get certain styles and stuff. And I'm thinking, okay, cool, that's nice. But then when you go to the shop in Veilstone City and you look at what outfits they have, like, it's very minimal. And there's me thinking, like, if it was sort of similar to what we've done in Sun and Moon, and like, you get individual pieces of clothing that you can find, or, you can do certain events to get certain attire, and like even like customization for later on, like if you want to change the color of your hair or something appropriate, of course, or like your eyes or something. There's me thinking that, we saw all these flashy Pokeball outfits and they're like, oh wow, we can change our appearance in the game, but it was very limited. And, for a game that I feel like, for me personally, it has quite a lot of potential replay value, especially with the implementation of these glitches and like what Austin was saying about the Pokemon and the levels and everything as well. And and that as well. But it's just like, it would have been a better experience, because if you think about it, this game is going to be probably reaching a lot more sales later on towards Christmas. You've got loads of kids that are going to play in Christmas, and they're going to be like,
yeah.
Is that again?
No, he said give me a second. Continue, Raf. No problem.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying, like, there's going to be loads of kids that are going to want to play in this game, and they're like, oh, this is going to be my first time going to Sinnoh, or oh my god, I can't wait to go back to Sinnoh. And they want to play the game they want to play. They want to fashionize themselves. They want to catch whatever Pokemon they want, but all of that stuff's limited. Like, you can't even do it, and it's just a bit of a complaint on my end because I feel like these could be potentially one of the best remakes. Period for like
They are
generations.
In my opinion. They're the second best. In my
you know what?
opinion.
You're probably right. They literally are. But just a couple of things. Like I hope we do get some more bonus content maybe later on down the line. I mean, it's probably hard because we've got Legends coming out soon. But I don't know. Like,
well, can I ask? I wanted to add on to Raf what you mentioned with the customization. Why can't it be as simple as like without even needing to change outfits where like we all use Photoshop, we're all content creators. Why can't there just be like a hue saturation slider so we can just change the colors at least of the outfit to what we want? Because I mean it's all super doable. It's not like it's impossible. So that way, even if we like the original outfit, we can just tailor it to the way that we want it to look virtually.
Precisely.
That's a good point, bro. I didn't think about that ever.
They've got a little changing room in the clothes shop. Like literally, that could be the perfect opportunity. Like Austin was saying, you click on that. Like, oh, would you like to change the color of your jacket? Like, change it to blue, black, whatever color you want to change it to. And like, even the cap. Like, the cap's iconic. Imagine having like, I don't know, like
purple and black cap.
No, literally, customize the cap.
That's cool.
And small details like that would have made it so much more fun as well. Because like, obviously, I feel like the underground and the global room sprites, they're a bit bugged right now. They don't show accurate representations of what the character's meant to look like. But that would have been a nice feature to see as well. You're in a global room, you've got all these different people in different colors, rather than just having like a backpacker NPC. Like, what the heck's that all about? But
yeah, there is a thing such as Too Faithful, bro. That's going there.
BDSP, dude.
That was very The one thing I think that I would change is it might not be with the actual games itself, but I do wish this was like this was the new competitive, because Mystic, as you were saying earlier, I don't know if it was before the podcast or during, but the Gen 4 competitive is really fun, and I think people are sick and tired of Gen 8 competitive.
I'm telling you, dude, that's me. You want to see me get back into competitive? This will be it.
I'm thinking the same thing, bro. I'm really down to just go for it, Austin.
Oh, I was just saying it's a new meta, basically.
Dude, it is. It's old school, and I like it.
It's old school with new additions. The fairy typing alone changes the whole game.
Don't get me wrong,
and then you got new moves.
I love megas just as much as the next guy, but playing old school Pokemon again without the megas and with all the Gigantamax and Dynamax shenanigans, I'm cool with this.
Yeah.
I'm stoked as hell.
It would have been nice to have character customization and
I agree.
Play online like that, Raf. I agree with you. I didn't think about that, to be honest.
I mean, like wait, which game was it that done it really well? It was
X and Y.
X and Y was really good. Wait, was that? I can't even remember, even though the games were a couple of years ago. Like, Sword and Shield had some pretty decent. Did Sword and Shield have customization? Like that?
Bro.
Yeah, Sword and Shield actually had really good character customization.
Oh, Sun and Moon as well.
I actually liked Sun and Moon was cool.
I think it was just the female characters that just got significantly more than the male character.
Yeah.
I have never played as the female character since Black and White. I'm going to play as the female character next time around just because the customization options are so good compared to the male, bro. I'm sick and tired of this.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't like Lucas, so I play as Dawn. I didn't care.
Yeah, I should have played as Dawn.
Cool, dude. Dawn's one of my favorite protagonists.
She's a really good design.
Dawn's awesome.
I think if you look across the board, the female designs for most of the protagonists are better than the male.
Thank you, dude. I completely agree with you on that. Brendan was definitely a really good one, though.
I like Brendan, yeah.
But at the time, we all thought that he had white hair and it wasn't a hat.
Yeah. It was Gold, in my opinion, has the best design. That's also just because I'm a Johto freak.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I like Red, Brendan, and the 5th gen protagonist, Hilbert and Nate. I like that.
Yeah, Hilbert and Nate actually had pretty good designs. I can respect that. Gen 5 really hit some really solid points.
I think Gen 5 hit it across the board for all 4.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
Great
And
games.
they're
People
different
underestimated.
characters though, right? Are they siblings, or is there no relation to
I don't
the
know.
Black White
Mm,
versus Black White 2?
No, I don't think there's any relation
I don't think
whatsoever.
there is, no.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's what Hilda,
Yeah, because like
Nate,
they were
Rosa.
similar designs, but I mean they were different, but they were similar to what the black and
The
white
originals
versions
were.
I
were.
wish
Yeah.
that we
Yeah.
would have had Chris come back for Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but Lyra's definitely not a bad choice. Like
Hey,
Lyra's
you got it in Pokemon Masters, bro?
Is there a
True,
quick answer as to
true,
why
true.
they changed the character for Heart Gold Soul Silver?
I don't know why they did that
Well,
actually.
with Lyra.
Was Chris was
Yeah.
more of like a crystal exclusive, I
Um,
feel.
That's a good
Oh,
question, actually.
yeah.
Ross. That's a good question.
There was implementation of her in the anime, Lyra, the new character in the
Yeah,
anime. so-
yeah.
But why would you do that and not include Chris? That's a
Yeah.
good. He brings up a good point.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
And maybe
Chris-
Chris, was maybe like a version of, maybe just a crystal thing. I really don't know.
Oh, Chris as well had a time in
Yeah, in
Chronicles.
the anime, yeah,
Well,
she was just in Pokemon Chronicles.
Oh, it wasn't enough,
So-
yeah. And then we did see cameos of her. Like,
Was
so-
her
That
name
might be it,
Chris
actually.
in Pokemon Chronicles? Did she have a name? Because I remember it was Ethan. Did the girl have a name? Was it Chris?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think it
Was
was.
it Chris? Okay.
Yeah, pretty sure it was Chris. Maybe
Wow.
that's why. Maybe they
Let's-
didn't want them interacting for whatever reason.
Maybe it's a different universe. I don't know. Game.
No. Chris is in. Chris is confirmed to be in, like, so when Ash and Dawn and Brock
Just
are in
Google
Sinnoh.
it.
Oh, cool.
Well,
Oh,
Okay.
what's up?
her name's Marina.
Oh, I lied.
Marina. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Vincent, how he had another name as well.
No, it was Vincent. Yeah, the Meganium guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Hey, does anyone want to make a Pokemon theory on why Chris is not there no more?
Vincent Jackson.
I would love to do that. That sounds like fun. I love Johto theories.
Oh yeah.
Someone called Toby and Loxton. We're going to work.
Perfect. So you guys have not touched the post game, but I will say there is something pretty great there for Platinum fans. It's not
Like-
sorry.
It's not a like, oh, this is being built here, even though we'll never actually use it.
We're not
It's
getting the
ma-
Battle Frontier, bro. I'll tell you that right now.
No, dude,
no.
Battle Frontier happened. I wish we had a Battle Frontier though, because Battle Frontier is so underrated. It's so good. There's so much.
Do you guys think
cool
we'll get
shit in
DLC
it.
for it?
I think so, because Pokemon never said, or they officially said that they will not be doing third installments of a generation anymore. So I
Did
guess
they?
if we're going to see, yeah, they said that was part of the reason. Like, I think it was in the direct when they mentioned the DLCs to
I
Sword
actually
and
remember
Shield.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
They
more
said
expansion.
Yeah, so they acknowledged what we all complained, that we pretty much had to play through the entire game all over again with maybe 5 minutes of new content in it, just to get to basically like the post game, quote unquote,
I still like
content
Crystal
that's part of the new game.
Platinum though, because Crystal and Platinum are just solid hits in the series.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
totally. I think that just the
I
biggest
get
thing
why
is
the
like
fan base
it's
is
not
like that.
enough for
Yeah.
paying for a brand new game
I can
to
agree with
get
that.
these enhancements. So that's why I'm like, they could definitely do a platinum story, put it whatever online for $15 to $20, and it's additional couple hours of content, and
I
everyone
think that
is
would be
happy.
Fine. Yeah,
Mm.
I think that'd be fine. That way, it's not a brand new game. It's cheap enough. Yeah. Can
I
agree.
don't
and-
think. No, continue, Austin. I'll let you
Oh, I
finish.
was just gonna add on like that, and that just gives Elka more of an opportunity to really show what they can do without Game Freak being heavily involved, and that just gives Game Freak more opportunities to do more stuff and more what's the new ventures virtually, which is what we're getting from Arceus. Like, this is the first time they're doing something this different, and I think it's really thanks to them trusting another developer and being Elka. So I think it's a really big thing that happened for this generation.
So something like a platinum episode, I can tell you right now, will not happen, just because of what's there in the post game. Like Raph and I.
Why
have
are you
both seen
rooting
it.
my hopes and dreams?
I
Hybrid?
mean, I ain't gonna lie. I agree with us. I think it'd be a great experience, but I definitely think that Hybrid speaks some truth.
No. It's not. It's not. This isn't even like
It's
speculation.
great. I want it.
This isn't even speculation. Rafa and I can tell you from what we've seen, there's no possible way a platinum episode can be implemented as DLC. Not
I mean,
I
possible.
want it.
There
though,
are
man.
children watching this video. Don't ruin their dreams.
No, if you
Sometimes
want,
it's gotta be blunt, you know.
if you
Sometimes it just be
we
that
can
way.
spoil it right now. We can spoil it right if you guys want to, but I don't know if you guys want us to.
I don't care. It's up
Mystic?
to Mystic, I guess.
Man.
Mystic, how do you feel?
Spoiling what? What exactly? Can you give me like a hint of like what I'm being like spoiled for?
This is the reason why there won't be a platinum episode
Oh, that's fine.
as DLC.
That's fine.
Raf, take it away.
So in the post game, you can battle a level 100 Shadow Giratina.
What? That's so cool.
And it's
It's in the distortion room.
in the distortion room. It's not the distortion
Seriously?
world.
Swear to God.
The distortion room.
I don't mind
And
that.
it's in its alternate form, of course, as well. So you can't catch it, unfortunately. But
So they shoehorned him in.
yeah,
So, yeah, you get one Giratina in Turnback Cave. That's the one you can catch. And then they have this Shadow Giratina out of nowhere in Romanus Park in the Distortion Room as a super boss of the game. Level 100. This thing knows Destiny Bond and everything too.
Dude,
Wow.
and when you beat it, you get the Grievous Orb to obviously change your Giratina into that form as
man.
well.
So I feel like Ilka's done their job, you know? Like I feel like they've done what they could. Why the Battle Frontier is not in the game, I have no idea. I feel like Game Freak's responsible for that decision, but I don't know why. But I feel like the only thing that they could bring as DLC would be the Battle Frontier. But even then, we have the Battle Tower, so I have no idea.
Yeah.
Hashtag
I mean, there's
BDSP.
probably going to be
Jeez, man.
the in-game events. Fingers crossed. Because
We talking
obviously
about
we know-
Arceus, Shaman, Darkrai?
well, they're probably definitely going to have to implement Darkrai and Shaman, seeing as you can get to them now with glitches.
Yeah.
But for Arceus, I know they removed the code for that, so I don't know about that one.
So is there going to be like events for them or what?
Well, this
Shaman
is
and
the thing.
Darkrai confirmed.
We would
Yeah.
assume so, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
I mean,
But,
if they could do Manaphy via distribution now, then
Oh,
by
I
all
would
means.
kill for a Manaphy, dude. That sounds so cool.
I
You
mean,
can get
Manaphy's very.
I have.
Yeah, you
I have.
Oh,
one.
You can get
Oh.
Manaphy now. Oh, okay.
In the
he's just fangirling over his favorite mythicals.
I love my favorite mythical Pokemon. They're so cool.
But I think, you know, Ruff, I think Arceus is gonna come through Legends Arceus connectivity.
Yeah,
Because think
they're
about it,
probably
right?
yeah.
We have Mew through Let's Go, right? And then we have Jirachi through Sword and Shield. By the way, the reason for that is because the Wishing Star is in Sword and Shield, so they've
Yeah.
connected it like that. And then if you get Arceus through Legends Arceus, that just leaves Celebi for Let's Go. Johto.
Oh no.
Dude,
Don't
I
say
hope
that.
we get- Yes.
You're gonna
Let's go,
see. Look
Johto,
what you done
please.
now. You
I'm
missed
begging
it
you
so
all,
high.
dude.
I want to revisit Johto. I just don't want to do it in a let's go
In
form.
a Let's Go fashion, I can see that. I'm honest. I don't care. I just want something.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the whole Kanto expansion as well for those games.
Bro, that's true. Kanto again.
Oh,
I
dude,
didn't
nah,
think
man, we
about
don't
that.
need that.
Let's go
Just
Pikachu
give
and
Johto.
Eevee.
Just
It's so weird.
Just give Johto its own time to shine.
Let's-
Austin, were you not a
Let's
fan of the
My
games?
French. Sorry.
Was I not a fan of Let's Go?
Let's Go. Yeah.
I wasn't the biggest fan. It just didn't seem like it was necessary of a game because it was. I felt like the only point of the game was to bring over the audience from that got into Pokemon through Pokemon Go and introduce them to the most basic form through the most notable Pokemon through the Kanto region, which is the most popular. I don't feel like the game was meant for me. It was meant for someone's first game's introduction to the franchise.
That's how I felt about it. I did not. I'll tell you guys right now. I didn't beat it because it was too boring. I think I got to like.
Fun. It's Kanto. I liked it.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you. You
Yeah.
seem to be pretty excited, Mystic. But did you enjoy them?
I did, yeah. I actually did enjoy Let's Go. I liked just going through with Eevee mainly. Because I just had
Okay.
a little Eevee just follow me around. I was like, it's so adorable. But
And
yeah,
then-
I just like Kanto and the 3D. I mean, because I played Red and Blue. I like Fire Red and Leaf Green. I like Kanto, so.
Well, I
Yeah.
think the one thing that I really liked with Let's Go was the way that they implemented Pokemon following you, where they
Yeah.
integrate if they were bigger, like
Yeah.
you would ride on them or something crazy. Like I don't know, because everything's in chibi form, why couldn't you have done that with
Brilliant Diamond, Shining
BDSP?
Pearl.
I
Yeah.
can agree with that, yeah.
But you know what? They already have mods for BDSP for where you can have Pokemon following you in their actual sizes. They've already implemented. Raph, do you remember all the mods
I
and
cannot wait.
stuff they implemented so far? They've implemented like proper scaling. They also implemented. I think someone's already made like a full
Switch.
randomizer There's
Now,
a few
I'm
different
so
things.
Oh,
ready
I
for
have a
randomizer.
question. I don't know if any of you guys would be able to answer it. So if
Go
I
for it.
wanted to play a randomized version or a hacked version, do I have to have my own hacked Switch to be able to play
I
it,
was
or
actually
is
going
there
to
an
ask that
engine
too.
for it to play whatever software they hacked the game on? Do they upload that to a server to like an engine that's able to play that game on like a PC or something?
Emulation, you mean?
Yes.
I think it is an emulation.
There
Is
is,
it is an emulation, I
Yeah,
think.
because we can do emulation. That'd be so chill. Because I don't want to hack my Switch.
yeah.
I can always,
So
I mean, I can always get
a
another one.
separate
But
one then.
yeah,
a lot of people do have a separate Switch, and they're playing on hacked or modded Switches. But there is emulation that we all found out about this before Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl came
I
out, because the
actually heard
whole
about
game
that,
leaked.
yeah.
Yeah,
My
the
buddy
whole
actually uses
game.
it. Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
I did hear about that.
the whole game leaked like 2 weeks before the games came out, and everyone
My buddy
got the
was already
emulators.
playing it, and
Yeah.
and then I'm just like,
Crazy.
dang, you guys like are already done. Like, holy heck.
Dude, after this call is over,
Man.
I'll tell, after this podcast is over, rather, I'll tell you guys the craziness about the
Oh, dude, I cannot
how
wait.
many people had their hands on these games. But you can definitely get it through emulation. We all own the product. We all own Switches.
Yeah.
We all own these games. No one's what's the word? Someone help me out
Right
here.
now.
No one's promoting the emulation. All right, but
Yeah.
all I'm saying is
Don't take our boys' video down. I'm begging you.
Dude, I would literally pay $60 from Game Freak just to have access to a hacked version where we can just do whatever we want. Like, I really like if they want my
I
money,
was
I'm
the
happy
exact
to give it to
same,
them for me to have a
Yeah.
sandbox version
I
of
agree.
BDSP and just
That's
control the
cool.
game. I want to do it my way.
So no, this is gonna be like the one of the last things we cover. But on topic of this, but earlier you guys were talking about ideas you guys had for like ROM hacks or what you guys would like to see be done to Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl in the Unity engine. You guys want to talk about that real quick, and whatever you
That'd be
guys,
chill. Yeah.
Mister, you go first. What do you want to see from a
I
ROM
want-
hack?
If Drano's listening to this, I want to see a version of a hardened version of this. Give me something like Storm Silver and Sacred Gold, but do it with Diamond and Pearl.
You want to see Polished Platinum?
There you go, dude. Yeah.
That's what I
Polished
was
platinum,
calling it.
Yeah, polished
Polished
platinum. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, you can have like different parts. So, like you can probably even have like a platinum stuff done with it. I don't know. I think that'd be really cool. If we could get like a platinum based ROM hack with like all this new stuff, I'm sure something might be possible. Maybe. And then also if we were just to have like maybe just like a different ROM hack, like playing like from Barry's perspective. Kind of like
That would be kind of cool.
Pokemon, because there was a ROM hack I saw recently. It was Pokemon. It was Pokemon Wally version. I was watching a POKETUBERS play a few months ago, and it was really cool to watch. It's like you were just like Wally. You'd be in Petalburg City. You go to Verdanturf Town. It was really cool.
You get bodied by Brendan or May as soon as
Yeah,
you get to
yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. That's
Yeah.
possible because someone's
It's cool.
already swapped out the player character for Riley, and they're playing the game that way. They played the
Oh,
whole
I
game
saw
that
that.
way.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Could
yeah,
you
that
play
be-
the game as who's the girl inside Eternal Forest that you escort?
Gardenia?
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Yes.
Yeah. Is there any possibility that you can have like Cheryl as your main sprite?
Well, someone's done Riley, so I think they can do
Yeah,
it
they
with
gotta be able
anybody.
to do Cheryl. Cool, because Cheryl's
Yeah.
one of my favorite characters.
Cool. Yeah, I think it's gonna be possible. They're already working hard at it. So,
That's
Raf,
so
what
cool.
would you like to see, Raf?
For me personally, like, it's gonna sound so simple, but I want to see them do like a hacked version for like Ash's story, because if you can get games like Ash Grey and like there was another game that you can play as Ash as well, but like just imagine Ash's
Nirvana?
Sinnoh story in these remakes, like the nice little chibi form of Ash, going through his region, like scrap. I mean,
Oh,
Barry
You
was safe,
got
but
Don
like,
and Brock following you at all times.
Yeah.
like Paul implemented, like for the league as well. You see Cynthia take on Paul. Just fun hacks like that, because there have been a couple games that do show Ash's story, and you have to follow like a certain route or a certain
Dude, that was so
path
much
in the
fun to
game.
play, man. I
Yeah.
love those kinds of ROM hacks.
I would love to see that, especially
I
on the
agree.
Switch now.
That's chill.
It would be a fun way to play, definitely.
I think someone will definitely make that one eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I'm
If anybody's
begging them,
hearing,
yeah.
jump on it. We will
Please
pay you money
do.
for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Austin, what about you, bro?
Yeah, are we talking specifically for BDSP?
Yeah, and then you can, if you want to bridge on to other games, you can afterwards. But what do you have for BDSP first?
For improvements specifically?
For like ROM hacks, like what would you want to see? What kind of ROM hack would you want to see for
ROM
Brilliant
hack.
Diamond?
I would
Yeah.
probably say, I think the biggest thing with the ROM hack is within the same, what's it called? Like within the same region of Sinnoh, but I want a completely different story. Where I think the biggest thing that Pokemon misses out on, where they really rely on remakes to bring people back to that region. But I feel like no region, no country in the United States, in the world, has the same story that makes what they are. I feel like there's so much more that can be pulled out within the lore of the region that they need to explore that side of the region where it doesn't even necessarily need to be so much about legendaries. I think the coolest thing, or the most unique thing, which is crazy saying this, is like the Gen 1 was so unique because we didn't have a game based on legendaries. Like there was no story around that. That started to become a Gen 2 thing, and even then, like, it wasn't like super formed around legendaries. It was pretty much Gen 3 onward that was built around that. So I think just being able to create like a new storyline, maybe even a new evil organization, it doesn't have to be Galactic Round 2 or Galactic Strikes Again, something crazy like that, but just giving an opportunity to really explore what else the region has to offer. And I think Game Freak is the brains behind of why that region was built, and I'm sure they researched a ton to figure out how they could maybe like implement another level to what makes Sinnoh so great.
Yeah, man. You know what? Like I had something similar to that. It was like I kind of want what you're saying, but I want to start like, it'd be so cool if you can start like a different town. You didn't have to start in Twin Leaf. You can start wherever you want, and like you can go through the gyms in any route.
Oh, you know
any
what?
order you
Kind of
want,
like
level scaling.
Pokemon Crystal Clear.
I've never played, but
That's one of, that is one of my
Write it down.
favorite ROM hacks. Pokemon Crystal Clear, fantastic ROM hack.
is it similar to what we're talking about?
Yes, literally what you said. Starting off in any town, any gym order, your Pokemon literally scale to whatever gym leader there is, and the level caps
Oh,
is
wow.
fixed too from Johto.
So is it like an open world style game,
Yeah.
or there's still a set path?
Yes. It is open world.
That
So
is-
you could start in Blackthorn, and your second gym could be
Ooh.
Fuchsia City.
What?
No
Wow.
way!
Yeah.
Like that level. Oh
So
my
so
god!
you can go from Johto to Kanto. It's super cool.
Oh my gosh.
Dang.
It's out there somewhere. You guys will find it. I can't.
Yeah, I'm
can't look
googling
to
it.
find it.
That's on my
Yeah,
list
yeah.
of games to play.
It's
That's
really smart.
crazy.
You guys are gonna love
Wow.
it. What
But with the
platform
Unity
there.
engine, that's possible. Like
Oh,
we can
dude,
we can do whatever.
Dude, yeah, let's do it.
You
let's do
can
it.
like, yeah. People have been at it. So.
We will pull all of the YouTube money into one general
I
pile, and we're going to
I'm in,
hand
dude.
that to a developer,
I'm
and
in.
we're all going to be in the games. We get creative insight to how it gets built, and it will be the best fan game of all time.
Listen, boys, get your Ash Ketchum videos ready for this month. We need
Oh,
to pull up
Oh
the
my
money.
god.
Ash Ketchum is going to be a real CPM driver.
Austin, all you need is all you need for your channel to come back. One Ash Ketchum video, you're back up
You're
there,
not
bro.
wrong, dude. I'm telling you.
That is, I know. I'm almost mad that was what my entire channel was based on. Like, God, like I like Ash, but I don't like him that much. Like, when's the next
boy,
Ash Ketchum?
yeah,
I'm tired of him.
he's
I want
great.
to talk about something else.
That's it's the driving. I think every Poketuber, like that we talk to, at least their biggest video is an Ash Ketchum. I think all four of us.
He is a
One of
he's a
mine was, but
powerful clickbaiter.
yeah, Showpro, our good old friends,
Mm.
unfortunately, sniped me down. So
Was it the Ash and Serena one that you're talking? That you
no,
had earlier?
not my what if. No, it was my top 10 strongest Pokemon owned by Ash Ketchum.
I see.
They got me on that one too. That was like my biggest money getter that I didn't have to do anything on. I'm like,
I
what?
did another one. I think it has a
Stupid
million
videos.
right now on it, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's sad.
Oh, show
Yeah.
pro. Oh, show.
Yeah,
We'll get them one
Showpro,
day.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah we
that's a
will. We
topic
will.
for another day.
I know.
get them
Yeah,
one
dude,
day.
copyright problems. Oh god.
So to close up, I do have one more thing I want to say, but before that, how would you guys rate these games out of 10? And how do you think it fares in comparison to some of the previous titles and the recent titles that we got. Raf, you can go first for this one.
I'll probably give it like a solid 8 out of 10. You know, as much as I am grateful that these games have been remade, like there are still a couple of things that could have been enhanced, like we've mentioned already. In terms of comparisons, like I definitely think, God, it's such a hard one to determine whether or not if I believe that they're the best remake or not, because I feel like I'm still playing the game a little bit and I've still got a lot to explore, and I feel like after I've reached those certain points, then they'll probably be able to justify my point. But I feel like these are probably one of the best remakes that we've had in a while. Like, you know, Heart Gold and Soul Silver was brilliant. Auras was really great as well. But I don't know. I feel like it's a bit biased towards me because they are my favorite games. But at the same time, I feel like Ilko and Game Freak done a really good job. They've done a really good job, and you know, it's even fun with the small glitches and exploits as well, because there's so many experiments you can do and so many different ways of playing the game now. And it's only been a week. Like, it's actually insane how in 1 week so much has, you know, come out of the woodworks, and what else is yet to come. Like, before you know, we're probably going to be able to do some crazy glitch that can give us 999 out of every item. Forget action replay, you know, that was the old school glitching way. Now it's all about, you know, that was the best
I feel
childhood
old
thing
now.
ever.
Yeah, hearing about that, my old
So old. But you know what? I feel like they've done a good job. They've done a good job, and yeah, we can only just have to wait and see what else they've got in store for us. I wouldn't personally, for me, I wouldn't mind if Ilka wanted to work on another game, because I feel like they've set the bar really high with these games. Like, don't get me wrong, obviously everyone was thinking, oh, why don't we just have the sword and shield or XY like graphics, and you know, just, you know, if they can do it for one game on the Switch, they can surely do it for this. But I feel like people need to realize that Diamond and Pearl, like, they had that sort of like small chibi sprite effect for the character back in the old times, and like the whole way the Sinnoh region is portrayed is like, you know, compared to the upscaling of like the Galar region, like it's completely different. But you know, I feel like they've done a really good job, and yeah, look forward to the future to see what happens and what other crazy glitches get revealed.
All right, Ilka,
I have a question quick to
Go for it.
Raf.
Yes.
Did you prefer the chibi art style of BDSP over Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire and XY? Because I liked it better. I think it made more sense.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Like, I really like the Auras chibi style, and I was thinking to myself, wow, this is a great way to, you know, elevate what the original 2D sprites were looking like in this 3D model. But for BDSP, yeah, I feel like they done a more precise and accurate rendition of what the chibi should be visualized as. And yeah, I definitely feel like they've done a better job on that, 100%, in my opinion.
Austin, you
What
can
about
continue. Yeah, it's your time for the rating.
Oh, yeah. So I think it's important for me to preface that I as far as like in my childhood, I probably put the most hours into Diamond and Pearl. Like, that was like the game that I really enjoyed playing. Like, quick little side story, like I enjoyed it so much, which kind of prefaces how I got to Resort Originals, was I loved the resort theme so much that I would save my game every single time in the resort area whenever I was done playing in Diamond version. Super
That's
weird.
crazy.
That's who I was.
Yeah,
But as far as the game goes, I mean, I really enjoyed it. I think as far like I've made it like pretty far where if I would rate Diamond and Pearl a 7, I would give this one a 7.5. I think like it's a fantastic game. I really like it. I wish there would have been a little bit more to it, but that doesn't take away from how great Diamond and Pearl are. I think it has a great story to it. I think it has a lot of great elements. I really am enjoying my playing. The underground has really invested me more into the game than what I ever thought I would. So I think like a 7.5. Like, I'm very content with it. Like, if it was a brand new game, I'd probably rate it a little bit higher because it's a new experience for me. But since I did play it before, I don't know if I can jump all the way up to like an 8 or a 9. But as far as like all the Pokemon games I've played, I would probably say Diamond and Pearl for a generation, or at least Sinnoh for a generation, is probably top 2 to 3. Like, it's a really good experience, and I definitely enjoyed my time and will continue to enjoy my time playing this game.
Did you put hours into Diamond and Pearl, or did you put into Platinum?
I put more hours into Diamond and Pearl. That was kind of like the last game that I played heavily before I kind of took a little break being in high school and being too cool for Pokemon and all that. But like Diamond and Pearl, I definitely easily put like 200 plus hours into that as a kid, which I think is pretty impressive.
Dang, dude. Yeah. All right, Mystic, what about you?
I'm kind of in the same exact boat as Austin. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. I've always been a Johto fan, so I will always place Heart Gold and Soul Silver as the best remix.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to all the Sinnoh fans out there, but I mean, I definitely will admit that I do like BDSP a little bit more than I did Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. The Chibi rendition of it, it is literally a fateful it's a fateful remake. There's barely like there are some differences in there, obviously, but I mean, it's still mainly stuck to the same exact Diamond and Pearl nostalgia train that I rode as a teenager. And I gotta say, I'm having a lot of fun with this game, despite me only being at Candace's gym. But I mean, like you guys have been saying, the underground. I've been here, God, like so long in like Pokemon contests. I love Pokemon contests. I've been doing that all the time.
Yeah.
It's been fun, but I mean, I've just been here. They're cute, and I'm really excited, to do more stuff in this. I'm excited to do content on it.
You know what? I was trying to ask Raph. I was trying to do content as well, because contests are just fun as hell, man.
Sword and Shield. I mean, like I love the games. I love Pokemon. It's always going to be one of my favorite games of all time. But Sword and Shield bored the crap out of me for a little while. I'm not gonna lie. DLCs. I mean, like I liked them. I did what I did with them, but I feel like just refreshed. And I love Sinnoh, and up to the point where it's like I can do it's not Johto, but I love Sinnoh a lot. It's where I spent a lot of my childhood on. Not as much as Hoenn and Johto, but I definitely put in a lot of hours here. So this game rocks. So 7.5 for me, and Ilka, good job. Keep it up.
It's so funny how like it seems to be like a unanimous like 7 to 8 opinion across all.
It's Sinnoh, dude. Yeah, Sinnoh's amazing. I love it. Can't go wrong.
I'd give these games an 8 out of 10. I wouldn't give it anything higher for sure, but like it's definitely around that range. And I also think I wouldn't say it's the best remake. I still think that has to go to Heart Gold Soul Silver just because of how you can replay it. There's so many things you can do. It's an actual improvement from the Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Yeah. And it even has Crystal content in there, which is pretty sick. But Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, I think outclass Fire Red and Leaf Green and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire for sure. That's my personal opinion. And I'm a Kanto fanboy.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. Because I really like Fire Red and Leaf Green, but these games are really, really good. I cannot lie.
Yeah, and like I think it is. I also like you, Austin. I did put a lot of hours into Diamond and Pearl. Diamond and Pearl, like. It was the first Pokemon game I owned after such a long time, so this could be nostalgia speaking, but I genuinely think these games have charm, which is something Let's Go had, but I don't think Let's Go delivered in the gameplay aspect whatsoever.
This game's got charm to it,
but these games got charm, and they got gameplay, and the Grand Underground, the contest, it's like, you can't go wrong. I don't know. It's a good game, and like you said, Mystic, it's refreshing because I've been bored out of my mind. Let's Go and Sword and Shield. I was like, I'm done with Pokemon.
Was okay. Sword and Shield. I'm just like, all right, guys. And then I got DLCs. I'm like, my job has to do. I'm like, I got to do DLCs this year. I go, you kidding me? No, man. I did what I had to do. It wasn't bad, but I'm glad we got to do this instead. This is great.
Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl definitely seems to be unanimous. 7.5 to an 8 for everybody, and I think that's the general opinion people have too. So
I'm playing right now. I mean, I'm in the underground. I know who speak, dude. I love it.
Doing that exact same thing.
I love it, dude. I love this game so much.
So good.
One day we're all gonna go. We're all gonna hop underground, have like a raid party.
We could just do that, but it's just us talking while we're all playing underground.
That sounds like
you know what? We could do that next time because I plan to do something. I plan to do something similar for Legends Arceus. Hopefully we can get a bit more people. But I will tell you guys right here and right now, and for the viewers at home as well, Legends Arceus will 100% leak around the same time Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl did. Like at least 2 weeks we're talking before the games come out. So either... Are you guys still there? Are you guys in
yeah. I was listening to you. I was listening. I know I'm underground, but I mean, I'm listening.
No, I was worried. I thought my connection would last for a second.
No, we good.
No, Legends Arceus is gonna leak around the same time Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl did. So if you guys want to stay away from that stuff, you guys better, stay off the internet at least 2 weeks before the games come out.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully we can do a podcast like this again before the leaks come out, so you guys don't have to deal with spoilers, and we can talk about it then. But thank you guys so much for joining me on this podcast. It was I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know how it turned out, but we'll see when it comes out.
Thanks for having us, bro.
Thanks for having me, dude. It was fun. I love Sinnoh.
Yeah, love chatting to you.
You guys want to plug your Twitter handles and channels and stuff?
I guess since there's the pause, I'll just go first. So my name's Austin of Resort Originals. You can find me on YouTube at Resort Originals. Same thing on Twitter and Twitch. My goal is just play every new Pokemon game that comes out. So I'll be streaming once again Pokemon Arceus. And I think the biggest thing that I want to mention is I just want to give props to Hybrid for getting us together. I really do enjoy these conversations. So it's great getting to talk to you guys through a call again. It's always a great time talking with you guys. And just props to Hybrid, man. I mean, you've been doing a great job bringing your content back. I mean, you took some time off and you just been going hard. So I just want to acknowledge that you've been doing an amazing job and keep it up.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. But remember, you're the one that started the podcast stuff, eh? You brought this first.
It was a great idea. I've really, really missed talking about this kind of stuff. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun.
Mystic, you want to plug your stuff next?
Sure. I'm MysticUmbreon. I do team videos and stuff over on YouTube. I do top 10s, Ash Ketchum videos. Unfortunately, mine got taken down. It's sad. But then I also have my Instagram, just MysticUmbreon _.
Raf, your turn.
And then that leaves me, YouTube and Twitter at ThePokeRaf. I cover all things to do with the Pokemon anime and a couple of things to do with the games with some implementations regarding the anime. So if you want to check out what's going on in the Pokemon anime world, then be sure to check me out. And once again, props to these guys for just having a great chat, and shout out to Hybrid once again.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Well, that's everyone. Please go be sure to check him out. You'll be seeing him on the channel more often, hoping to bring the collab era back a bit more. So thank you.
Yeah.
We gotta do that, bro.
Thank
you all so much for listening. Take care. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you guys on the next podcast, which should be around Legends Arceus time. Take care. Bye bye.
Peace.
See you soon. Bye bye.
See ya.